If I point a gun at you, there is a fundamental understanding of what that means. I'm holding something in my hand that's sole purpose is to kill you. There is no ambiguity behind that. It's why it's used by military and law enforcement. That fundamental understanding has been ingrained into us since we have been able to understand media. It invokes a fear in people that not many humans will understand. I've been threatened with a knife before. The fear I felt in that situation is almost hard to explain. You lose your hearing, you start to see in tunnel vision, and every single thought possible happens at the exact same time. Fight, run, scream, pass out, it goes on. This fundamental fear isn't something that an average person can shake. This is why the military has inoculation training. SIT is a method designed to prepare service members to perform effectively under high-stress conditions. It involves 3 phases: conceptual education, skills acquisition, and application, helping individuals manage their stress responses and improve their performance in challenging situations. The reason militaries and law enforcement agencies need this training is one simple reason I've already highlighted. You can't have that adrenaline dump when you're in these situations. It puts you and others in danger. So why then are people who clearly show an inability to follow the US Department of Justice's use of force policy in relation to moving vehicles able to have a firearm? Jonathan Ross was one of those people. On January the 7th, 2026, Renée Nicole Good, a 37-year-old mother of 3, was shot by Ross. Good was idling in a car at the scene of an ongoing ICE operation when she was approached by ICE agents who reportedly gave conflicting orders according to one eyewitness. That is when she was murdered. On January the 8th, the head of the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehensions said that the FBI had withdrawn the agency's access to evidence in the shooting, backing away from an earlier commitment to conduct a joint investigation with the BCA. Government and 3-letter agencies are meant to be some of the most prestigious fields we have as a society. There is a reason up until recently they were led by top-class Ivy League graduates. It's because these institutions are meant to be safeguarded by people who have gone through, in some regards, their own intellectual inoculation training. These aren't jobs meant for the average person. Same goes for those who have been given a monopoly on violence by these agencies. However, now that has changed, with ICE funding becoming one of the most protected forms of government funding even amidst a government shutdown, and its training periods becoming shorter and shorter, more deaths of innocents is bound to happen. In a recent speech by Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey in relation to the murder of innocent mother of 3, Renée Good, he was quoted as saying,
"There's little I can say, again, that'll make this situation better, but I do have a message for our community, for our city, and I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite. People are being hurt. Families are being ripped apart. Long-term Minneapolis residents that have contributed so greatly to our city, to our culture, to our economy are being terrorized, and now somebody is dead. That's on you. And it's also on you to leave. It's on you to make sure that further damage, further loss of life and injury is not done."
A position I feel should be taken by more members of the government against the unlawful organization of thugs running amok in the streets of the United States at the behest of the Trump regime.
You want to know something? I'll give you a quote. We're a third world country now. You want to know why? I'm an expert. I've been to them. I spent 17 months in Southeast Asia while the draft dodger was playing golf, right? You know how I know we're a third world country? Because in third world countries, they have the military doing their police work in the cities when you walk around. I was in the Philippines the day Ferdinand Marcos declared martial law and went under dictatorship. We went from nobody to a guy with a machine gun on every corner. That's what happens in a dictatorship. In comes the military. That's what's happening here. And people better wake up to it. You want to read something? Then read your history of Germany.